All right, this is Bob Maloney from My MMA News, and I had the pleasure of talking to Andrew Salas. Andrew has a fight coming up at Ring of Combat 69, coming up on September 13th. He's got his fight beard going. Andrew is 5-3, and he's one of these guys that you better be ready when you get into the cage with him because he brings it. He's got that high energy style. Andrew, man, it's great to see you, man. Tell me how you're feeling a few weeks out, well, 2.5 weeks out.
I feel great, man, because to cut to 45 is nothing. So for me, I get to train with a little bit more calories in the system, a little more water. But on top of that, like I said, man, I got an extra drive coming to this fight. So for me, these are one of these fights that you don't need to like force yourself to wake up. I'm already there. And the thing is, like I said, I've learned you can't leave these fights in the judge's hands. So I'm going to go for the only thing that you should be going for, and I'm making sure that I'm working hard to get that, which is the finish, in every possible position possible. I've studied the fight. I've seen him fight live. There's a lot of things that he'll give you, and that's when you got to capitalize. So for me, this is a very important fight to wake up and just to use it as a totem pole to start adding. I just need finishes, man. I'm a guy who's old-fashioned. I don't use this like new social media stuff. I grew up in a different generation. I'm not in general where I came up from. If you opened your mouth, even if you could back it up, you're going to get hit, and you're going to get hit from multiple sources. You're going to have attack. I know this is a fight game. It's different. It's the entertainment industry, but for me, my mindset's not like that. So when I'm coming in there, I'm just coming for you. And, you said it well, high energy, high pace, but the key now is finishes and efficiency, not just volume, but efficiency. And nonetheless, I'm going to respect his attributes, what he brings to the game. He's tough, but like I said, I know where he falls short, and I'm just coming for him, man. That's bottom line, man. This fight game is not just about tackling, it's about putting it up, and I'm coming strong. Phil, his brother Matt, Tim, they all having fun because I'm having fun in the gym. And yeah, man, I'm not playing around, man. It's not just Facchini, it's everybody. I'm coming strong, man. This is an important year for me. So it starts with Facchini, but it's going to continue. I'm just going to keep steamrolling through these people, and I know what I have to bring to the table, and it's time that I don't waste time. So I appreciate the interview, and I appreciate the opportunity that Ring of Combat has given me, and I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to start truly getting these finishes because at the end of the day, I mean, you got one career, People can say I should have, I could have. You either execute or you don't, and I'm well aware of that, And again, like I said, I'm coming. I mean, there ain't much to say other than that. I can't wait to get in there, man.
What has Dante Rivera meant to you in your career? I know that he is. Listen, Dante isn't just a good coach, but he's like such a likable guy, and he wants to be friends with all the guys too that he trains with. So I know he tries to create that brotherly atmosphere. What's Dante meant for you and your career?
Yeah, man, it's funny that you say that. Everyone likes him. We're the yin and the yang. I tend to get the paranoia, the word from other people's mouths. But they're saying this guy a little sketchy, and he's more, very lovable, very nice guy, very respectful. Not only that, he means well. He's definitely went out of his way to help me. I came from another camp, and I didn't want to leave the other camp, but they weren't even getting me fights, and then I came to him, and right away he was, he's proactive, helping me out, and also looking to help me improve as a whole. Not trying to be a one-dimensional fighter, not also being foolish, fighting smart. He's also smart with our careers. He's been working with Phil, coming up. I think Phil has made a lot of smart decisions coming up. I should have been fighting at 35 from the beginning, and I was taking fights in the beginning at 45. My first opponent missed weight by 5 pounds, and I still fought him and beat his ass. So for me, it's like I come from a mentality where a fight's a fight, but this sport is evolving. It's there's a lot of athletes, and I'm not a big guy, so I got to make smarter decisions and smarter training. And again, like I said, that's where Dante has come in as a whole. Great manager as well. He tries to find every opportunity possible. He got me on Bellator. He's just a real decent human being, and just a happy-go-lucky guy, man. I mean, you know how it is. You see him, and he'll let you know he's around. I'd rather be in the corner, and he'll be like, "Hey!" And I know now I'm not isolated. I got I'm in there. So, it's a yin and a yang, man. But he's definitely he's been a very big help to me, man. Very grateful. There's not much else that I can say. You know what I mean? He's just a good dude, man.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite guys to watch, like on TV or even in person, because you can always hear him. His voice you can hear over everybody else. You can hear Dante, man, because he's just got that voice, and I'm sure when you're in there fighting, let me ask you this, because you're a veteran now of 8 fights. Some guys, like, they kind of block it all out. Do you actually hear your coach when he's yelling instructions to you? Do you try to keep mind of what he's yelling to you?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, as a fighter, he might be thinking that he sees everything, and sometimes he can't because, your glove might be caught and you underped or something. But still, I still hear where he's going, and if I can make the adjustment, for sure. Sometimes the other guy might be trying to counter it, and because he's so loud, you know what I mean? And that's where you can use that in your advantage, you know what I mean, and counter the guy with something else. But in general, man, the thing that me and him have always worked is I'm so composed and that I can talk back to him, be like, he's got my foot. Dante, what should I do? And Dante will tell me, and then not everybody can do that, but I'm pretty fortunate. For me, it's just like, it's a fight, man, but at the same time, it's technique. And, yeah, man, he's loud and I listen, and and that's he's a black belt for a reason. He knows what he's doing. So, I mean, even when Phil was on the Contender, and the one guy goes, "Is Dante right?" Because Dante's so loud that the commentator could hear Dante, and he's saying, "Is what he's saying right?" And then Michael Bisping's like, "Of course, yeah." He's saying it's perfect, and it's just the reality is, yeah, he knows what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just at the same time, these guys they're going to try to counter that. So when you know Dante so well, you just work off of it. You know what I mean? So like I said, yeah, it's definitely beneficial as a whole, man. You're not going to get too many guys louder than him. I know Matt Serra's pretty loud too, but I still feel Dante's probably louder just because Dante, he's loud, man. It's what it is, man.
All right, I'm with Andrew Salas. He's taking on Anthony Facchini at Ring of Combat coming up September 13th at Tropicana. I'm thrilled to be there cage side to see Dan do his thing. Dan, before you go, you got any shout-outs or any love you want to throw out? Who's going to be there rooting for you to have your arm raised? Anybody maybe outside of the cage or training that, has given you some support that you want to give out some love to?
My family, I know maybe possibly who I haven't seen in a while, Josh Key's always supportive. He was my mentor coming up. And I know there's just a lot of guys out there that do like my style. They've told me in person that I don't know personally, I don't train with. They're just guys that are maybe around the area. But nonetheless, man, I appreciate the love from people that I may be aware of and not aware of. But I'm coming for this individual, and it's time to get the finish. That's the bottom line. And I can't wait. I thank you for this opportunity, and I'm very focused, man.
Andrew, man, it was a pleasure, man. I can't wait to see you doing your thing in Atlantic City, and I will see you. Good luck with your final preparations. And you said you don't have to cut as much weight, so I know you're going to feel strong for this fight. Can't wait to see you get in there and go crazy and go for that victory and the finish like you normally do, my man.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man.